Hi there, welcome to another edition of the Global Economic Outlook. As usual, we take you through one major event in the global economy. Remember to click the subscribe button and set up the notification so that you can get an update anytime we upload videos. My name is Philip, uh, and we'll start uh, with the story for today, which is titled Inflation Rate Declines, but Economic Hardship Remains. And that is talking about nowhere else but Nigeria. So, the National Bureau of Statistics, the body in charge of statistics for Nigeria, has released the inflation rate for June, and it shows that it has actually declined to 17.75%. That's from 17.93% in May. Um, this is a slight improvement, and as we've explained previously in one of our videos, inflation decline is not the same thing as deflation. So, inflation decline just means that there's been a slowdown in the rate at which prices are increasing, and not that the prices are declining, because some can get it confused and think that how come prices are still rising everywhere. So the prices are still increasing, but at a slower pace than it was before. In March, it actually reached a high of 18.17%. So for you to now be at 17.75% in June, that's something to be a little happy about. But the increase is too, the decline, in the inflation rate is too marginal, and so the impact is not felt. People still see prices going and skyrocketing, and it's becoming increasingly difficult for Nigerians in general. So food inflation actually has been the major component of the general inflation rate. If you will look at it, food inflation accounts it's about 21.83%. Even though that still represents a marginal decrease, or a marginal slowdown from 22.28% in May. So if we look at the components, those things are really driving it. Like I said, food inflation has been the core part. So let's look at the food items. If you look at the chart we show you here, you see oil and fats, you see fish, soft drinks, milk, cheese and egg, meat, vegetables, bread and cereals, potatoes, yam, tubers. Those are basic items that people live on. So, every Nigerian is certainly feeling the full effect of this inflation, because it's having an impact on the core part, what everyone cannot do without. And what is even sad is that the substitutes are not even available, because meat, fish, egg, which you normally say, oh, okay, one is a substitute to the other, are all increasing in price. So even if you decide not to take meat anymore and you want to go, it's still the same effect on all the products. So it's becoming very, very difficult, especially because there's a serious risk to disposable income, serious risk to purchasing power. And the sad part is that inflation is not the only risk to Nigeria's economy. Now, the security situation has become very bad, aggravating the political risk. And the exchange rate also has been on the free fall. In the parallel market, it's been on an average of around 500 naira to a dollar for the past few weeks or even months. So the exchange rate situation in particular is of serious concern, because, of course, Nigeria depends so much on oil for its foreign exchange earnings. And oil, in fact, recently crossed the $70 mark and has been above the benchmark rate set for Nigeria's budget, which is at $50. So the excess you would think would, help to ease the burden on Nigerians, but a combination of factors, the subsidy which the government has continued to, pay, especially since they do not provide all the other things that are required, and people are, under economic hardship. They have no choice but to pay that. And then you look at the fact that Nigeria is unable to attract foreign exchange from other sources. Then the country also depends on imported goods, which means that we spend a lot to import items. The balance of payments is nowhere in favor of Nigeria when it comes to the import and export consideration. So it is of great concern, and Nigerians are really suffering. If you look deeper at the exchange rate situation, the divergence of exchange rates has created opportunities for people to arbitrage. Because if you look at the official exchange rate, which is probably around 410 to 415 to a dollar, and then in the parallel market, the price is around 500 naira to a dollar, the divergence is so much, the difference is so wide. There's no way people will not find a way to, you know, to exploit the market to their advantage. And so, if there's going to be a change, there has to be some consideration, probably a change in strategy in the exchange rates. Over the years, we've talked about diversification to help Nigeria's economy, and then we keep talking about the need to promote manufacturing in the country. These are important things, and the government has to do that to bring about the required change in Nigeria. So we invite you on the final note for the third live edition of the Global Economic Outlook, which will take place on the 31st of July. It will be live on Zoom and YouTube, and you can register on our website. So we'll see you next time with another edition of the Global Economic Outlook. Thank you.